Live with myself, Carolyn Arellano, and Mr. Dave Camenga from Dave's Cleaning Consultants. We are on YouTube today to personally invite you to the Commercial Cleaning Advanced Masterclass in-person event that we are having in Timonium, Maryland on March 29th, 2026, which is just about 6 weeks away. And today we wanted to get into um, both the topics and the type of speakers and the actual speakers that will be giving their presentations at this year's event. Dave, do you want to tell them a little bit about this year's theme of the event and how it compares to last year's in-person commercial cleaning event that we did together?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I wanted to say hi, everyone. Thank you for having me, Carolyn. Super excited about this year's event. Like Carolyn was saying, we've gotten some messages and emails in regards to, what's the difference between this year's event and last year's event. And I wanted to come on and like I said, we wanted to come on and talk about the speakers that will be there and what's the difference. So the difference on this advanced commercial cleaning in-person masterclass is going to be that it's advanced, right? We're not going to be talking about basic things. This is going to be advanced topics, talking about scaling your business, putting the correct systems in place to scale your business, getting the right people to take your business to the next level. We will be talking on this live stream about all of the speakers that will be there speaking. We'll be talking about some of our sponsors, and we will be going over about I probably have 10 new questions that I got the last week, since our last live stream. So I will be covering all of that.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
that, Dave. And thank you guys for joining. Please let us know where you're joining in from, your name, the cleaning business name, and what state you are in. I do want to mention that for this year's Advanced Masterclass, we are offering this both in person and virtual tickets as well. We do understand that a lot of you live all over the country, some of you all over the world. We have people in Canada, we have people in London, in Tokyo that tune in that we work with. So if you cannot make this masterclass in person, we do have virtual tickets available on the site. You guys will have access to the entire event, actually, most of the event live. So it's going to be a really, really good time. Hey, Aquaman, how's it going? Haven't seen you since, I think, Florida. Hope all is going well. We're actually talking today about a commercial cleaning advanced masterclass that we're having in person in Timonium, Maryland. And I want to really get into some of the topics and some of the speakers because we have an amazing lineup for this year and we have an amazing lineup of topics. As Dave mentioned, this is not going to be basic information. So, if you're looking on how to start a business or, basic marketing techniques, this is not the event for you. This is going to be how to grow, how to scale your business. But of course, if you're just starting out, this is a great course, in-person class, not course, but in-person event to attend to because, you will learn things that you're going to apply into your business to scale. So let me go ahead and start reading some of the topics. And also, let me just share this with you, Dave. I'll send this to you also. But one of the first topics that actually Dave and myself are going to be speaking on, I'll let you guys know the presentation name, and then Dave can talk a little bit about it. But it is landing multi-location contracts and staffing for sustainable growth. So landing multi-location contracts and staffing for sustainable growth. This will be presented by myself and Dave Camenga. So what can we expect? And just give us a little tidbit. We don't want to give all of the information away, but what
Absolutely.
what are we going to be talking about in that presentation specifically?
Yeah, so one of the biggest questions that I get asked on a regular basis, hey Dave, how do you land multi-location facilities and how do you staff them, right? So many multi-location facilities are in different areas and one could be an hour away from your office, one could be 30 minutes away from your office. How are you staffing all of these locations? And we are going to be getting in deep talking about exactly how we do it, how do we set up the staff? How do we hire these people? And where are you even interviewing them if your office is not close to the vicinity, right? So we're going to be diving deep on multi locations because multi locations you can do very, very well. Literally one contract, you could have, let's say, a couple dozen locations that you're cleaning. As long as you keep them happy, it's a contract for life. But I will say they're very, very competitive to get into. But we will be talking all things you need to know about,
No, for
multi
sure.
locations.
Absolutely. And for those of you that are not familiar with the term multi-location clients, that just means a client that has more than one office or more than one space for you to clean. Now, the goal in commercial cleaning and janitorial cleaning is to spend more hours, the most hours at an account that you can, right? Because then you charge for a higher contract. So multi-location clients are ideal because we're already putting in the work to get a client, right? So why not put the work in to get a client who has more than one facility for you?
And
You're putting in the same
also,
amount of effort.
sorry to cut you off. And
Nope.
also, another huge thing is a lot of people don't realize you can scale a lot faster with acquiring multi location facilities. So, that is why we're going to be talking about that during our event here. So, yes.
Absolutely. I just want to say hello to Assured Comfort Clean. Hello, Carolyn and Dave, Assured Comfort Cleaning from Florence AI. Hi. Thank you guys for joining so
Wow.
much. Please continue to let us know who's tuning in, where you're tuning in from, and the name of your cleaning business. Um, but yeah, so that's one of the topics that we're going to be presenting on. Then I would like to present two more of our speakers. So that'll be me and Dave covering that topic. Dave and I are also going to be covering breaking into high profit specialty and restoration cleaning. So if you guys want to learn more about how to get into niche cleaning, restoration cleaning, we're talking about anything from carpet cleaning to crime scene cleaning to water restoration, fire restoration. And we're going to be talking about, the different routes that you can take to get certified for some of these classes and how you can add to your overall revenue by learning, these specialty cleaning types because they are out there. And that'll be presented by Dave and myself.
Right, and
Then
so
go
many
ahead.
people don't understand that they literally can make a lot of extra money offering these specialty services to their already existing clients. Let's say you're cleaning a building and one of your crews go in, and this has happened to us multiple times, where the pipes have burst and there's a huge flood in the office. Are you going to be that one provider that can do it all, or are you going to be the one provider that's just doing janitorial? So you gotta, really figure it out. Also, your client says, our carpets are atrocious. Can you get those cleaned? Our VCT tile is needs stripping waxing. So you want to be able to provide the add-ons. And even if you can't do it internally, you need to go ahead and find a trusted cleaning partner in your area that does it well, and you can rely on them because that's what we do. We do all W-2 employees at our company, but we do 1099 for our subcontractors that do our specialty work.
Very nice. So yes, we'll definitely be talking about, breaking into specialty and restoration cleaning. Then we have two other speakers, Miss Ikea Jones and Miss Latoya, who are going to be speaking on winning and profiting from post-construction cleaning contracts. So if you wanted to learn more about how to get into post-construction cleaning as a niche, we're going to have two very, very, very intelligent young ladies who have been and are currently doing a lot of post-construction cleaning in the Baltimore area. It's actually one of their main focuses, and they're going to be going over and teaching us what we need to get ready, what to expect, what the profit margins look like, and who we need to speak to in terms of our client base, right? How do we get these contracts? Who are we looking for? So if you want to learn more about post-construction cleaning with Miss Ikea and Miss Latoya, that's going to be an amazing presentation. Then we have, and she is going to be a returning speaker, Miss Anna Vieira, who is a very good friend of Dave's and myself. And she's going to be speaking on financial management and accounting. Now, there's always so much to learn, when it comes to accounting and obviously financial management in your business. And Anna's really going to be bringing, the value, the gems, and of course, the energy. If you guys were at last year's in person masterclass, Anna was a huge ball of energy. She was having us laughing the whole time, of course, educating us, but she made the entire like presentation and really the entire event like a lot of fun. So Anna is very high energy, very educated, love her to death.
I 100% agree on that. Let me tell you, she had the whole crowd just, it was awesome. She really, and she has a lot of good knowledge. I mean, she really does. In not even just in the commercial and janitorial side of things, but with, the accounting side of the business and everything in between. She really has a lot of knowledge. So we're excited to have her come back and, speak on some topics.
Oh, for sure. And again, you guys, if you're just joining, we are talking about our commercial cleaning in-person masterclass that we are going to be having on March 29th, 2026, which is just 6 days away. We do have in-person and virtual tickets available. Please be sure to go ahead and grab your tickets. We also do have payment options for those that would like to use Klarna and or Afterpay. So moving on to the next set of speakers, many of you may know them. They are YouTube famous. They are some really amazing, really amazing, I want to say, leaders in the industry. And they're going to actually be talking about commercial pricing strategies that maximize profit. And you guys may already know them from YouTube, Mr. Greg and Matt Stowe from OctoClean. Me and Dave are super excited for them to be participating in this year's event. For sure.
Absolutely.
And again, that's Greg and Matt Stowe, the brothers from OctoClean, co-founders of OctoClean and OctoClean Media. If you guys don't know who they are, you are completely missing out. Please be sure to go to their YouTube channel and hit subscribe. That's OctoClean Media. There is tons of valuable information and videos on how to grow your commercial cleaning business. So who better to have speaking than actual commercial cleaning business owners who are in the field, who have done what we're trying to do, and yeah.
And let's talk for a minute. Let's just talk about their professionalism. Their professionalism is top tier, isn't it?
Of course.
I mean, every one of their videos and everything I see, that's another huge thing that we'll be talking about also. Like, obviously, like it's kind of like a given fact, but in the industry, sometimes it's not. So,
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. We're really excited to be collaborating with them, for having them come speak on the event. Two really great guys to learn from. And we also have um we're also going to be talking about how to use AI to increase your revenue and scale smarter in your cleaning business. That's going to be presented by Dave and myself. And then we have Miss Elsa Bonita, who is going to be coming to the event and also speaking. I don't have her exact final topic yet, but that will still be something that we're going to be presenting. And then we may have somebody coming in to speak about another topic, but I'm actually not going to share that as well until it
yeah,
is.
we're not going to share that yet.
Yeah, I won't share it yet until it is completely set in stone, because I don't want to, you know, say something and then it not happen. But we have two other amazing topics. One is going to be by Miss Elsa Bonita and another speaker that we still have pending. So far alone, we have landing multi-location contracts and staffing for sustainable growth. That's one topic. Topic number 2 is breaking into high profit specialty and restoration cleaning. Topic number 3, winning and profiting from post-construction cleaning contracts. Number 4, commercial pricing strategies that maximize profits. Number 5, financial management and accounting. Number 6, using AI to increase revenue and scale smarter. And then we still have 2 other topics with 2 guest speakers
And
that
can
we're
we
going to be
just do,
announcing.
for the people that, could possibly just join, can we just go over the list of speakers one more time just so everyone, knows?
Yeah, absolutely. For anybody that's just joining, Dave and I are talking a little bit about our commercial cleaning advanced masterclass that we're going to be having on March 29th, 2026. We do both have in-person tickets and online available. In person is going to be in Timonium, Maryland. This is going to be different from last year's event. These topics are more advanced. This year's theme is scaling and growth. And we're going to be having myself and Dave speaking, Miss Ikea Jones and Latoya, Greg Stowe and Matt Stowe, the brothers from OctoClean, Miss Anna Vieira, Miss Elsa Abia. or Elsa Bonita, actually, as she's known more as online. And yeah, you guys, this is going to be a really awesome masterclass. You guys are going to have the opportunity, if you're coming in person, to network with other people, meet other cleaning business owners in the commercial cleaning space. Come out and meet myself, Dave, and other YouTubers and coaches and cleaning business owners from all around the country.
Yeah, no, absolutely. My favorite part, and I tell people this all the time, and I've said it on other lives before, but my favorite part of any event is just being able to network with so many people that are just like you. You know what I mean? We meet so many people, and the best thing about it is we all love the cleaning industry, and we all love that we're here, we're going to grow our business, and we're here to talk real strategies that are going to work. That's my favorite part every time. And I tell you, I always walk away with contacts, and I'm able to take that back and talk to people. That's, I think, a lot of people like that about any networking event, but in particular this is, like I said, geared to people that are looking to take their business to the next level this year with our advanced commercial cleaning masterclass, where real systems will be talked about and real things that you need to do to your business to implement them to get your business going to the next level, which we're super excited, super
Oh
super
yeah,
excited.
for sure. I'm really, really excited for everybody that's already bought their ticket, everybody that is going to be joining us virtually. Make sure you go ahead and grab your tickets. Dave and I do have them linked in both of our bios, here on YouTube, also on Instagram. If you guys can't find it, or if you guys need any payment options, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to help you out. And if you guys have any questions, please drop them down in the chat. I know that we will be, on this for about another 2 minutes, and we're going to be going live more on YouTube, on Instagram.
Can we
And
go over some of the
oh
questions,
yeah,
or
please.
do you want to? Are we going over them on here, or you want to go over
Yeah,
the
we could do
questions?
them
Okay.
here.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to pull up. These are the most recent questions that I have gotten in the last since our last live stream. Um. So let me go ahead. All right.
Yeah,
I'm pulling up.
absolutely.
Sorry, I'm pulling up Instagram, and then I did get a few emails too. So let's do the Instagram first. Okay. All right. So the first one I have from Caden from SC Cleaning Solutions, and he is in North Carolina. And he said what type of speakers, which we just covered that. But if Carolyn, if you just want to go one more time and tell us, the speakers,
Yeah,
just in
so
case
all of the
Caden.
speakers that are going to be coming to the event and presenting either currently own a commercial cleaning business, or they have already sold their business, they've had the business, or they currently are in the business. And they are, active in the community. We have myself, we have Dave, of course, speaking. We have Miss Ikea Jones and Latoya. We have Greg and Matt Stowe from OctoClean. If you guys know about OctoClean Media, we have Mrs. Anna Vieira. And of course, we have Miss Elsa Bonita. And we have
Thanks,
one other
Carolyn.
speaker to announce with another topic.
Okay, so Caden, if you're on here, those are the speakers. If not, we will talk about it, in an upcoming video I'm sure we're going to make. Next one is going to be Marina from South Florida, from ICS Cleaning Systems. She says, I would like to attend. I am a little far. I was wondering, I have a long list of questions. Will I be able to ask them during open Q&A if there is an open Q&A? So to answer your question, Marina, yes, there will be an open Q&A. We will have time for questions after each presentation, I believe. Carolyn, is that correct? I think. I can't hear you.
Sorry, each presenter is going to have 30 minutes to present on their topic, and then they'll have 15 minutes to do Q&A.
Okay, got it. So yeah, so Marina, to answer your question, there will be time in between each presentation, but we will be having an open Q&A. I do believe we did that last
Yes, we're going to
year.
have a speaker panel, correct, toward the end of the event.
Yeah, because I know there's some people that are like, I have very specific questions, but if you have, like, I had someone, message me and say they had like a book of questions, which I hope we would answer them during the event. But if we do not answer them during the event, we would be happy to answer, your questions during the speaker panel. Okay. Let's see. The next one is going to be from Tyrez, and they are from Houston, Texas, and he owns TS Clean. I don't know what he has a different. Okay, TS Cleaning. I don't know. Um, and he said, "Will we be talking about cash flow? I'm having trouble getting paid on some of the commercial accounts that I'm cleaning for." Hmm. Yeah, we
That's a good
definitely.
question. That's a
Carol, do
really
you
good
want to answer
question.
that?
Yeah, of course. So cash flow is a really big issue when it comes to the janitorial slash commercial world of cleaning because of the net terms that we're so used to presenting our customers and the way that we're just so used to running our business. And that is going to be a topic that we're speaking on because it's an important one, right? People want to know, how do they fund these kind of projects? How do you take on a big account? You know, and have the funds to pay people because sometimes, like I said, we're so used to waiting for net 30, net 45, net 60. So yeah, that's going to be an awesome topic. And yes, we will be touching on that.
Yeah, and another thing to add on, like for example, like let's say you get a multiple location contract with 24 locations all under the same company, and they give you a date. They say, okay, we want you to start on February 20th, whatever. Let's say they give you a month to get it all squared away. Well, you might have a month to get all the equipment for all the locations. You might have a month to get all of your team in place for a 20 plus locations, and then you also have to have the funds to be able to pay these people. Let's say they're only paying you once a month. Well, you have to figure out all those things, right? So many people do not understand that you can't just be like da 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 da. No, you have to have a plan in place. And I'm talking if I'm specifically talking about the multi locations, but this could go into any kind of commercial account that you get. um, but yeah, we'll definitely be diving deep and talking exactly what you need to know in regards to those multi locations. So, Tyrez, thanks for the question, and we will definitely be talking about cash flow.
Absolutely. Then we have Aquaman says, oh, we have a few more people. So first we says Goodyear, Arizona, Illustrious Cleans. Hey, how are you? Aquaman says, Carolyn, I love your YouTube channel. Keep it going. Thanks, Aquaman. I really appreciate the support. And then we have Rishon Zimmerman 9514. Looking forward to it. Top of the morning from Spokane, Washington. Well, thank you guys for
Wow,
joining all the way from Washington, all the way from Arizona. Thank you guys
that's
so much.
amazing.
I really, really hope that you guys can attend this year's event. This is going to be an amazing event with a ton of valuable information from a number of very, very educated speakers that have been in the industry for quite some time and have accomplished a lot of the things that we're all trying to do and build. So this year's theme is growth and scaling in your business. So if you want to learn how to do that, then this is going to be the event for you. We do have in-person tickets as well as online option available. Tickets are going to be on sale for the next maybe 2 weeks. So you want to make sure that you guys do grab them. We have limited tickets for both in person and online. Also, you guys need to go, get those tickets soon because we have early bird pricing, which is what I forgot to mention. So after February, I believe the 20th, the tickets are going to go to regular pricing, but right now they are at early bird special discounted rates. And then also additionally, if you guys needed any kind of help with payment plans, we do offer payment plans. Oh, like Klarna or
Oh,
Afterpay.
oh,
So cute. She's
oh,
adorable. We do have payment plans available for those that would like to use or break down their
come on.
payments into 4 or 6. She's adorable.
I know she always comes. She's so cute. I love her. Okay, Carolyn, I would like to cover two. I think these are kind of. I have a couple more questions. Can we go over a couple more, or do you
Yeah,
want
of
to hold
course.
them
Go
off
right
for?
ahead.
Okay. Okay, so I have another one from this is Dan, and he owns Building Solutions Inc. in Tampa, Florida. Hey Dan, how are you? Thank you for sending in a question. Dan
Yes,
says,
thank you.
I'm currently operating under 1099. I do not have any W-2 employees besides my office manager. Are we going to be discussing how to transfer over from 1099 versus W-2? And again, that was from Dan from Building Solutions Inc. in Tampa, Florida. So
Thank you,
let's talk
Dan.
about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is going to be, also brought up during the presentation. Um, a lot of people get confused. Or they're unsure of
The difference
the
between it.
difference and whether or not you can do both or how you treat one or the other. So we are going to be having, um, some time to discuss that as well, because that is a hot topic in the commercial cleaning space. And I think it's, a question that Dave and I both get actually a lot,
We
um,
do.
online and from, our mentees.
But I'm just gonna say something real quick about it. So many people think you have to do it one way or the other, and at the end of the day, it really depends on, exactly your operation and how, you do things in your business. Because I may do all W-2 and she may do all 1099, but it just depends on how you operate your business, right? So, like I said, we'll be diving deep and talking exactly what works for both of us, and we'll be talking about the difference of the both of them and, why I use W-2 versus 1099, or do I have a mix of both? We'll be talking a little bit
Right.
more about that. So, yes. So, Dan, to answer your question, absolutely.
Yes, thank you for that question. We're really excited for this year's event. As we mentioned, it is going to be an advanced masterclass, meaning that we're not going to be talking too much about basic topics, getting started. You need to Google My Business, you need a website. Hi, hey, Dark Horse. Nice to see you. Let us know where you're tuning in from if you have a cleaning business. But these are going to be more advanced topics. So we're not going to be talking about the basics. Google My Business. Do you need an EIN number? How do you register LLC? I have plenty of videos on my channel that you guys can watch to learn about that basic getting started stuff. I even have a free online course on how to start a free cleaning business. So that's covered. The topics are sorry, I froze. The topics that we'll be speaking about this year are going to be geared toward growth and scaling. So if you're ready to take your business to the next level in 2026, then this is definitely the event that you want to be at.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it definitely is, like I said, I've gotten so many messages, and Carolyn knows this. We've gotten messages in regards to our last event. What's the difference? And to tell you flat out, it's advanced, right? We're talking advanced things, how to scale, grow, what systems you need to have in place to take your business to the next level, what people you need to have in your business, what do you need to hire to take to the next level. That's what we're talking about. We're going to have an awesome lineup. We're super excited. Um, I'm trying to think what else. Um, Ta Tanya. Okay, I do have another one here from Tanya. Tanya says, "I have struggled with getting offices, and I want to get out of cleaning houses. How can I get into the commercial cleaning side of things?" And she owns Advanced Cleaning Solutions here in Baltimore. Okay, Tanya. Awesome. Well, we definitely will be talking about how to, move your business from going from houses to commercial. We're not going to be getting, too deep in this because we will be talking, how to scale and grow your commercial cleaning business. But we definitely will be talking a little bit about how to, do that and how to acquire, the larger size contracts to get you out of cleaning houses. So that was a great question. Um, can everyone still, if you can just comment below, if you can still hear the video. I think she's frozen, but I just want to make sure you guys can hear me still. Let's see. I'm trying to see if we have any other question. I'm gonna go to my email here and see if there's any other questions that I've gotten in the last week. Okay. So it looks like I have another one here from Nancy. Nancy is going to actually come from Texas, Houston, Texas, it looks like. And she just said, "I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at the event." So, Nancy, we look forward to seeing you at the event. Let's see. Does anyone else have, we can hear. Okay, awesome. Does anyone have any questions that I can answer on here on live? I'm going to see if we go on Facebook and see if we have anything on here. Let's see. I'm glad you guys can hear. Okay. But yeah, no, we're just super, super excited to, like I said, host this advanced commercial masterclass. We, like I said, we'll be talking about multi locations, acquiring clients, specialty clients, cash flow, invoicing, collections, HR operations. So many
Post
good things.
construction cleaning, getting into specialty cleans such as carpet, VCT, shipping and waxing, um, crime scene cleaning, water restoration. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can take your business and so many different ways that you can lock in on specialty cleans or new niches. And that's what we're really going to be talking about. It's not, we're not going to be talking about just the janitorial. We're going to be talking about all the things that you can add to your business to grow. So it
I
definitely
was
is going
just
to be some
covering some.
advanced stuff.
I was
Thank
just
you.
covering some questions that came up.
No, thanks so much. Do you want to keep going, Dave?
I'm looking through Facebook as we speak to see if there's any last questions. I answered. I one of the Nancy that bought a ticket. She texted and
Oh,
she just said she's looking forward to coming out to the event.
beautiful. I'm
But
so
I'm trying to see
excited.
Facebook.
And
I'm
honestly,
searching
Dark
for.
Horse, even if you don't have a business, this is a great event for you because you'll leave wanting to start a cleaning business.
And not even that though. Like I will say, like if I had the information that we're going to be presenting at this event, I think I would be in a much different place. I feel like I would have been in a different place if I had the information that we're going to be sharing. Because I'll tell you, when I first started my cleaning business, just basically just did it. Like I didn't have anything in place. I did it. And I wish I had the people and the processes and how to do this, how to do that, and have like a community to ask, right? Like when I was starting, I didn't have anyone to text. I didn't have anyone. So I think it's awesome to be able to have that community and be able to text someone that you met at a networking event. Oh, hey, I have a question. Like, I if I had that when I first started, I think I would be in a much different place. That community that you get going to a networking event, you can't just get online. Like, yeah, you can message another cleaning company, but meeting someone in person and hearing their story and during that networking time that we'll be having at our event, and like I said earlier, I talk to people all the time and I get their contact information. But if I had that when I was first, excuse me, when I was first starting, I think I would be in a different place. So just want to put that out there.
No, same thing, same here. I was really very inspired by the first few events that I went to as a cleaning business owner. I thought that, I couldn't think beyond house cleaning. That's all I knew. I thought I was going to
Same.
be a house cleaner forever,
That's
maybe,
what I thought
right?
too.
Cleaning houses because I was making really good money doing so and I loved it. And then I went out to an event, um, out in Chicago, and I was in a room of people doing millions and millions of dollars that looked like me, that some people that didn't, people from all walks of life that were doing different things, right? Airbnb cleaners, carpet cleaners, restoration cleaners, people that had $25 million a year janitorial businesses and multi-million everything, and I was like, wow, like if they can do it, I can do it.
It
Um,
changes you.
it
Literally,
does.
it
Listen, not only did I get inspired, I walked away with like two new mentors, a best friend that had no, I mean, obviously these relationships grew after the event, but networking alone is such a powerful tool. And that is why we invite you and we encourage you that if you can come in person to the event, please do, because you never know who you're going to meet. We have Miss Ikea Jones. She was actually an attendee last year and she's going to be speaking this year. She has been doing amazing in the post construction cleaning, sector. And like I said, you never know how you're going to get, who you're going to get inspired by, who you're going to make friends, mentors, colleagues, people that can open opportunities for you. You're going to meet vendors, right? You're going to be able to meet some of our sponsors that are going to be coming to speak to the event. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah, no, we're super excited. And I really like what you said though earlier because it's so true. Like when you hear and you hear real life stories, from people that did it and started it from the ground up and see where they are today. Like if you asked me 10 years ago where I would be today, I would not tell you where I am today. Like I wouldn't have thought that I would have what I have. But if you put that work in and you're, willing to invest in yourself and like I said, knowledge is power, right? If you're able to invest in yourself and get information that will value, that you can use to add to your business, it's everything. And it's so powerful listening to other people and you're like, you want to do this, you want to, take it to the next level. So I agree.
I'm excited. Please, guys, make sure to go ahead and grab your tickets. We have tickets in the link in our bio. You could also send us a message on Instagram. You can also send a message anywhere. We'll be happy to send you a link. We really hope to see as many of you as possible. Again, we do have online and virtual tickets available, and we will be going live more up until the event. And we encourage everybody to join us for the Advanced Commercial Cleaning Masterclass in Timonium, Maryland on March 29th. 2026. Bye,
Super
everybody.
exciting. All right,
Super
guys.
excited.
See you guys later.
See you later.
Bye bye.